The company is called Up Energy, and this is product.
What happened with 3D Energy?
Where can I find 3D Energy? Did Christian sell 3D?
This was kind of the final nail in the coffin for 3D. What actually happened to 3D? After years of not being able to talk about it, in today's video, I'm going to tell you the whole entire story. We're going to start at the beginning. Our story starts in 2016. I was known as the White Monster guy. People would bring me cans, they would bring me cases to any event or meetup that I was doing. And honestly, the White Monster was the perfect drink, except for two things. Number one, bloating. Every can I would have, my stomach wouldn't really take it too well. I'd feel bloated and I would just not like how I felt. And number two, the branding. I thought the branding was too loud, aggressive, kind of not very approachable, not very clean, minimalistic. It was very loud. So those were my two gripes with it. So I knew that I wanted to create an energy drink that would be better on the stomach, less bloat, and branded minimally, right? My issue was trying to create a drink that comes in a 12 pack and that's very heavy is very hard to ship. I have no experience with, at this point, no experience with distributors, no experience with like expanding to real life stores. All of my history in business was with Alfleet, it was all online. It was all e-commerce, it was all Shopify. So how the hell am I gonna ship this across the world? Call it a flunk, never mind, I'll cancel that business idea. I wanted to do it so bad, but I couldn't find a way around that until I met two guys that flew into Houston that worked with Bite Meals at the time. They came to my warehouse where I was shipping Alfleet and to talk Bite Meals business, and we really hit it off. They were shipping experts because they were taking, cooked meals and freezing them, and they were shipping that product across the country, which is very challenging to do. It's very challenging to get rates with the shipping companies that can do that. It's just they had that experience. And when I brought up, we were just casually talking, and I brought up, like an energy drink, I really think I could do well with an energy drink. I'm the White Monster guy. People relate to me. I think that product, if I created it, could be something I could stand behind, but I can't figure out how to ship it. They said, let me go to work, let me do some numbers, let me talk to some of my contacts, and we'll get back with you. See if we can make this happen, right? So they ended up being able to find a way for me to ship these 12 packs delivered to the door for a super affordable price, under $2.20 a can, delivered to your door. Now, that is when they came back with that information to me, hey, we can actually make this happen. We already have some contacts, in the beverage development space. I said, let's do it. Let's partner. Let's do this thing. Now, at that point, to be completely transparent, all of the history of 3D, my ownership stake has been a 60% equity, and then the two partners each had 20%. So 60, 20, 20. My responsibilities were the marketing, the can design, the flavors, approvals, and obviously like that, the social media, the marketing. Their element is the physical part of the business, the distribution, all the meetings, all of the actual getting the product into people, into their hands, into the stores, into the gas stations. All of that expansion was on them. I was marketing, and that sounded great. So we started Up Energy Drinks. If you guys don't know Up, that was the original name of this product before we had to legally change the name. I don't want to go too far into this, but we launched as Up Energy Drinks, same exact concept, but instead of the 3D, it was an Up logo, and we immediately got sued by Uptime. That ended up costing us a lot of money. We ended up realizing, let's just stop fighting this. Let's just change the name. And 3D kind of came naturally. It honestly came very quick. And I thought the logo is very similar to the Up one we had. It just worked. It was still two letters like the original Up name. And we changed the name. In 2018, I believe, is when we officially changed the name. But the first few years of 3D, we started off launching online only because that's the only way we could sort of gain some sales data to be able to have the two partners go into these store meetings and be able to have, hey, look, we just sold $150,000 of energy drinks online in like an hour on the launch day. So we took that data, and that was able to happen because of my social media following and because of my YouTube channel. We had that support online. So we blew it up online. They took that sales data and went to all of these stores, 7-Eleven, we went to GNC, we went to all of these stores, Walmart, and we said, hey, look, we just did this online. In 24 hours, we were able to do this. Imagine what we could do here at your store. And that was our firepower to really be able to put us on to the distribution channels and to actually get 3D from just an online shipping kind of store to the company that we wanted it to become. And from 2017 when we launched up until about 2019, 2020, we were just growing, getting more distributors. We expanded to Canada. We expanded to some facilities in the UK, in Europe, and we were really gaining traction and coming out with new flavors. And the partnership was very good. The relationship with me and the two partners was great. We were aligned, we were open, we were communicating. Now, my two partners were also founders and owners of Alani. And when Alani wanted to expand into the energy drink sector, we had such a good relationship that they came to me and asked, hey, we know it's in our contract, would you mind if we expanded into this and created an energy drink? It'll be women's focused, it'll look very different, it'll be a different size can, it'll be a whole different ball game. And I said, sure, like, as long as it's not taken away from 3D, by all means, like, go ahead. And, you know, I want everyone to succeed and win, so go for it. Around this time, my two partners had started forming a new business called Congo Brands. Now, at this time, I had no idea that they were doing that. I had no idea what Congo Brands was or the intention behind it. I had no involvement whatsoever. But little did I know how much that Congo Brands would end up impacting 3D later on, which we'll get to in a bit. But this is also the same time that Ghost came out with their energy drink. Nothing has been the same since. For context, in 2015, I signed on to be Ghost's first official athlete. So in 2021, when I found out, at the same time the public found out, that Ghost was going to be launching an energy drink directly competing with 3D, that put me in a very tough spot with Congo Brands. My partner's reaction to Ghost launching an energy drink was, Christian, you need to leave Ghost immediately. But because of my history with the brand, because Ghost Supplements and Ghost Energy were completely separate entities, and because in our original contract, our operating agreement, it did state clearly that Ghost Supplements would be an exception for promotion for me, I felt the right thing to do. I didn't feel like I was crossing over my contract as long as I agreed to not promote Ghost Energy. So that's what I decided we would move forward with. My solution to continue promoting Ghost and continue growing 3D didn't seem like it was enough for my partners. This is when the back end of 3D started to fall apart. Relationships with distributors, grocery stores, gas stations, all of that slowly started to dwindle away, which ultimately made it harder for you guys to know where you could find 3D, what stores we're in. You may have started seeing 3D go off the shelves. And at the exact same time, this is when the communication between me and the two partners went from great to just non-existent. This brings us to 2022, when I find out that Logan Paul is one of the world's biggest influencers, is launching an energy drink with Congo Brands called Prime. And I was pissed. Not only did my partners start a directly competing energy drink without talking to me about it, but I couldn't help but feel like the Prime energy product contains so much of 3D's DNA. in it. So to me, this was kind of the final nail in the coffin for 3D. After nearly 2 years of having lawyers involved, we came up with 3 possible outcomes. Option 1 was me and the partners either liquidate the company or we sell the company, and whatever we walked away with, I would take 60%, they would take 40%, and we would be done, out. Option 2 was they buy me out and they get 100% equity and can do whatever they want with the company moving forward. Option 3 was I receive 100% equity and I get the help from Congo Brands for a 9-month period to do anything I want with the brand. So they're willing to help me liquidate, I can sell, they'll help me sell. They'll do everything in their power to help ensure a smooth transition to anything that I wanted to do. And that's the option that we came to, which I'm very grateful for. And that brings us to today. For the first time ever, I'm the 100% equity owner of 3D Energy Drinks, but not for long. I've selected who my new partners will be moving forward. You may know them from Raw. We have Chris Bumstead, Dom Icavone, and Matt Thompson. I truly believe that together we'll be able to take 3D to heights that I never would have imagined. With that comes a full rebrand, new 12-ounce cans, removing all artificial colors, new and improved, cleaner tasting flavors, and still 200 milligrams caffeine. All of that is coming early 2025. We're hard at work right now, flavor testing and figuring how exactly we're going to rebuild this brand, from the product to the back end to the media to the marketing. And it's just a very exciting time right now. And I can't tell you how good it feels to finally have said all of this. It's been a lot of years that you guys have been supporting 3D and being loyal to the brand, even in the recent years, not hearing anything from me, not hearing any updates, not just kind of hearing me sideline questions about it. You guys have still chosen to stay loyal and support the brand, which just means the absolute world to me. I really can't put it into words, but I promise you, we're getting a grip on this brand again. We're going to take it to new heights, and we're going to deliver product and create something big and have you guys be a part of it. So this is a brand for the people, by the people, and I'm so stoked to document the entire process. Even resetting, restarting, we start today. Now, from this point on, I'm going to be sharing every step that we go through in the expansion of the brand, events, and it's just going to be a good time. So stick around for that. If you guys have any questions, you can leave them down in the comment section. But we are going to end this video with a Q&A from some of the questions from my Instagram story. So we'll rapid fire those. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. It's time. It's go time, baby. Energy. New and improved 3D coming in 2025. A few of the old can flavors will be coming back in the new 12-ounce can, but they will be revised and improved. So Bomb Pop will be one of them. They will not be the same size as the old cans. We are switching from a 16-ounce to a 12-ounce slimline can. If you see any of these cans out in the wild, get them, save them, because they're never coming back. My old favorite was the lemonade. My new favorite is actually turned into the Bomb Pop. Based off of the 3 solutions that we ended up coming to, pretty much I just didn't know where we were gonna fall. And I also didn't want to be speaking about things while having lawyers involved. That's just never really advised. No artificial flavors moving forward. I feel like the old 3D, I was 22 years old, 23 years old. I wasn't necessarily so concerned or even thinking about a healthier, better settling product. Now that I'm 31, I'm much more attentive to ingredients, profiles, and just being sure we're taking out color dyes and anything that can not be so good for the gut. In a heartbeat. There's no beta-alanine in the existing 3D or the new one. In 2025, I will do my absolute best to get 3D back in Canada, UK, Europe, Australia. That's all coming soon. Just give us a few months here to get our footing, get the new product developed, and we're gonna run with it from there. With the old 3D, we were kind of like by the book, not really venturing off into trying new things. But with the new 3D, we're really making it a mission to bring in and collaborate with influencers, with communities, with cities, with countries, holidays, really kind of making it a lot more interactive of a brand, and yeah, just a whole different approach.
Cool. That's it.
Yeah, dope.